Viewers, we're getting an update there in the Moosewala probe. Visuals are on your screen of that encounter site. Remember, there was an encounter which had happened where two gangsters were killed, and that seems to be the building where the encounter happened. The Amritsar DSP has also reached the spot. It's very close to Attari border. And those are the visuals that are on your screen of the old Haveli or the old building where the encounter had taken place. There was a gunfight which lasted for around 4 hours between the police, the cops and the gangsters. 2 gangsters were killed. All right, I will let you go across to Gursimran, who's joining me live. Gursimran, you were there at the spot and you got us all the top updates. Right now, the DSP is visiting the spot. Top cops have reached. Take us through what is happening and what we can expect next, Gursimran.
Officials are reviewing the situation and the area after the forensics have collected the samples along with the bomb disposal squad. Earlier in the morning, the SDM of the area also visited the encounter site, as he is the one who will be preparing a magisterial report that happens after every encounter. So a detailed report will also be made by the sub-divisional magistrate of the area, and now the senior officials from the police, including the DSP rank officers who were in the internal cordon of the area, they are now visiting the spot. The dump call data that has been recorded from the area is going to play a really very crucial role, because the agencies suspect that these two gangsters, Jagrup Rupa and Manpreet Manu, they were in touch with the handlers across the border, and now the dump data will clear with whom they were in touch with while the encounter was going on, because they have given a tough time to Punjab police. 4 to 5 hours of long operation at the place where there is no residential, there is no locals and all. They are tactically very trained, and who was guiding them, that is what the agencies are looking for.
Right, Gursimran. We're also seeing the visuals on a screen of that building, and we can see there are some bullet holes as well, which caused during the shootout. We also remember that these gangsters had in possession of them high caliber weapons like AK-47. Take us through exactly what is happening when it comes to the investigation in this case so far.
The agencies are looking into multiple angles. The topmost angle remains the Pakistani involvement, that were they in a bid to flee to Pakistan? Who was guiding them? That is very important, because during the assassination of Sidhu Moosewala, we saw that they were in touch with the Canada-based handler Goldie Berard, and Berard was giving them regular directions. Was it same in this case also? Were they in touch with the Pakistani or a foreign handler who was guiding them to sneak into the Pakistan? And what was the local angle? Because without local help, it won't be possible for these two gangsters who hail from the Taran Taran to identify a house that was vacant for almost 6 to 7 years, and people hardly come to that house. So to pick that, there was a local involvement. To guide them through the villages, it was a local hand. Now the police and the agencies are looking into that local hand. Who was responsible for same? Who was helping these gangsters to hide from the police, and who has helped them throughout all these 52 days after the killing of singer turned politician Sidhu Moosewala?
Right, Gursimran. Also remember that after the shootout, one bag was found. One bag was found lying next to the gangster. And in fact, the police had said that some investigation will continue on what are the contents of that bag. Do we have any clue about what was inside that bag? And of course, how did these gangsters get in possession of them a weapon like AK-47?
One AK-47 and one pistol was found from these gangsters. One pistol and a magazine was found from that bag, along with some of the tablets, which the police suspect that it could be drugs that was being used by these gangsters, because it has come into force that during the assassination of Sidhu Moosewala, these gangsters, they have taken drugs, and they were onto drugs when they carried out the assassination of Sidhu Moosewala. So were they under the influence of drugs when this encounter also happened? That is also being seen by the police. All the angles are being probed, and now the police is saying that they are looking for the last one. Deepak is the last shooter who is still absconding, and police is looking for them. The police in the Mansa is saying that they have developed some crucial leads, and they will be reaching to the last shooter, Deepak Mundi, very shortly.
Right. I'll come back to you right now. Just hold on with us. I want the viewers to see exactly what they're seeing on their screens. I want you to understand, viewers, that these are the visuals of that encounter site where two gangsters were killed. They were killed after the encounter. On the right-hand side, you can see that the DSP has now reached the encounter site. And this is happening as the Moosewala murder probe continues. So those are the visuals on your screen, viewers, of that encounter which had taken place. Amritsar DSP has reached Attari there, and investigation is continuing. Remember, this is coming after the gunfight which had broken out between the cops and between the gangsters. 3 cops were injured and a video journalist were also injured. I want to go across to Amandeep, who's also joining us live. Amandeep, you have been tracking the story very, very closely. We are seeing the DSPs at the encounter site. And you know what is very important to note right now, Amandeep, is that the investigation will be, of course, taking its own course, because many questions are coming up. Was there any local help given to them? Did they try to cross over to Pakistan? Was that their plan? And also, how did they get those weapons? What was in that bag which was recovered by the police? So many questions there. Amandeep, take us to the details. All right, Gursimran, I would like to give the question to you now, because Amandeep, we'll try to get back to him. He's busy collecting more details for us. Gursimran, if you can take that question.